There we go. All right, we're live. We're back, guys. Welcome back to the live cooking show presented by Pepsi. You know what? We need a better name for this. The live cooking show doesn't roll off the tongue. Maybe chat if you guys have any ideas for this live show, what we can call it. Put them in the chat right now. Also, I saw it was someone's birthday, but I missed the chat. Was it Josh? Whoever's birthday it was, I just missed it. Happy birthday! Shout out. I think it was Josh Roach. If I remember correctly, Josh Roach. Happy birthday, guys! I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're back in the studio, back in the kitchen. Shout out to Pepsi for making this possible. All right, today we have Stephen Cheah back joining us in the kitchen. Last time he was here, we made burgers. You can't even see him on that shot, but Stephen is here. He's just right around the corner. We made burgers last time. Today we're making chicken quesadillas. I asked him yesterday, I said, what do you want to make? He goes, I make quesadillas a lot. I said, perfect. Why don't we do that? So without further ado, welcome Stephen Cheah to the kitchen. Here it is, his triumphant return. Cheah.
Quesadillas?
Quesadillas, I've seen that in the chat too, that's good. How you been, Cheah?
Doing good. We're making a Thanksgiving staple, quesadillas.
Yeah, well, Thanksgiving's over, so we got through that. We have Christmas next, which is another big cooking holiday. But it's best pans to buy for cooking. Sorry, I just saw that because it's in all caps. All clad or made in. Great pans. Anyway, how was your Thanksgiving? Did you cook?
It was good. I did not cook. My parents went to in-laws. I did.
You didn't bring a pie or anything? Nothing?
No.
Empty-handed?
It's not that type of.
Did you do the dishes?
Not that type of vibe. I did some dishes.
Okay.
I was a big late grocery store guy.
That's good. That's huge.
So, hey, forgot this. I was at the grocery store on Thanksgiving Day and the next day in the morning.
Okay, I had a lot of those actually. I was cooking for like 2 days straight, but a lot of last minute. Even on Thursday, I was sending people Thursday morning to get stuff, which you never want to do. Be prepared, but it was a good Thanksgiving. Now, have you been cooking much since we last came on? It's been a while since you were last on. You have.
Yes.
And how's that been?
I got a grill. Things are going good.
Okay.
Little cold out now. Are you a grill outside in the like super cold?
Yeah, well, I don't have a good outdoor space now, but when I had a patio back in New York, I was outside, and I'm gonna try to grill in this garage by opening it.
Okay.
But yeah, you run out there, you're in and out quick, so it's not. Why are you not a cold grill guy?
I don't know yet. This is my first time, so
it's cold in Chicago already.
Yeah, it's been deterring me from going. It was like 16 degrees yesterday, and it gets dark like very late. So
it gets dark
very early. Sorry, so that's been a deterrent. But I love making quesadillas. This is my favorite thing to make my kids.
Okay.
I'll make it on the stove with very simple, not a lot of like. I would classify these as like not super like little kid friendly, but
we're making salsa, so that's
yes. So that's good. That's good, and I love that. But for them, it's just pretty simple, like cheese, beans, chicken.
Okay. Do you cook the chicken, or do you do shredded like a rotisserie?
I usually do a shredded rotisserie chicken.
So we're gonna mix it up. We have a chicken here, and now on my way to work, and chat, you might be able to help me with this. I saw a car on fire today, and I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen. But I'm going to choose to believe it's good, and that we're going to cook some really good quesadillas and not burn the kitchen down, okay? I don't know. You never want to see a car on fire, but we're going to hope it's a good sign. We'll see how this paper airplane flies. All right, maybe it's a bad omen. Let's move on. So for the chicken, we have chicken thighs here, Cheah.
Okay.
Again, if you're cooking chicken, I always say that the thigh is easiest because there's more fat in it. You're less likely to overcook it, less likely to dry it out.
Okay.
So I tend to push people in that direction. There's nothing wrong with breast, but especially with a quesadilla, I just do thigh, diced it up. And on top of that, we're going with chili powder, cumin. So whenever you think of a taco flavor, taco seasoning, if you even smell that, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It smells like
yep.
So if you get the pre-packaged stuff, it's basically it's cumin and chili powder. I have a little onion powder in there, a little garlic powder, but those are the two main flavors, or that cumin and chili powder. And then salt, of course. And then to this, we are going to add just a little bit of olive oil. So that's how easy it is if you're making it from scratch. And you could even do this to a shredded chicken just to give it some more of that taco flavor. Or if you have taco seasoning like in your pantry, those like pre-made ones.
Yeah, I got those.
That works great too.
Shout out low sodium gang.
There's the low sodium ones. Yeah. That's good. Well, hey, watch that blood pressure. You never know. So we're going to mix that up. And then if you want to go behind me and grab just a pan off of that, we're going to start cooking this first.
Oh, off this thing?
Yep, off of that thing.
Any pan or?
You can grab this guy, like something like this is perfect.
Okay.
Just grab that. I'm going to rinse my hands quick. But we're going to I got one handful of chicken, one hand clean. So pop that right here.
How do you do your chicken, like medium rare?
Yeah, I like that.
That's a joke.
That's a good one, Cheah. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna rinse my hands, see if there's anything happening in the check here. If there's any
Happy birthday to Josh, by the way.
It was Josh. Okay, was I right? I think I said Josh Roach. Happy birthday, Josh. I hope you have something fun to celebrate. Hope you have a big cake or nice meal, maybe a nice piece of steak to celebrate the birthday.
KB refined. That's not really KB, is it?
I don't think that is KB. I don't know, but you never know. Okay, so
Mikey Buckets. Shout out low sodium. Let's go.
This is hot. When you get that a little hotter.
So you put the oil on the chicken, not the pan.
Put the oil on the chicken, not in the pan.
Interesting.
I do mostly oil on the chicken, so just all those spices stick onto it.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then you get an even coating of oil and spices and flavor throughout. I'm gonna go just a little bit more salt here. How often do you think you're making quesadillas? Are you doing it
weekly?
Weekly.
Yes.
And do you do them in the pan or do you microwave?
No, in the pan.
You do them in the pan. All right,
Yeah.
that's good. If you're microwaving
Get a
them,
little crisp on it.
Yeah, you have to. All right, and that's the sound you want to hear. So chicken goes in there. What's been the hardest thing that you've cooked since getting the grill? Like, you've done fish at all on the grill?
Oh, on the grill?
Or just in general?
I think the only things I've done on a grill are steak, burgers, and hot dogs. I tried doing sweet potato fries on them. Didn't come out great. Just like didn't leave them on long enough.
Just
I
like
think those are a little
on
bit
the
better
grill?
on
Like you were trying to grill each, or do you have a tray that you put them on?
No, just
You
on
put
the
them
grill.
on the
Yeah,
grill?
some of them fell in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the fry in the grill shape isn't really conducive to making a perfect.
Yeah, it was.
But hey, you're trying something new.
I was learning. I learned how to I don't know what it's called, but like take out the pan, the grease pan underneath.
Yep.
That was very gross.
Cleaning. So you learn how to clean.
Yeah.
Hey, those are all crucial things. That's good. Yeah, but with the fries or with veggies, to do them in a grill, just get a little tray, and usually they have holes in it, they're perforated, so you still get that, like the fire on it, so you get a char, and then you put a veggie tray on it. And if you're doing veggies, really you want to keep that oven closed, because it's gonna, or the grill closed, as long as possible, because then it acts as an oven. And then you check your, you don't always be opening the oven door and checking on things, especially vegetables that take longer. So leave it in there, leave it closed, and then check on it at the end. But just treat it like an oven if you're doing any kind of vegetable. So here's another little trick here. If you're ever cooking, you got a spoon and you have raw chicken, you don't want to set it down, little handle in there, it acts as a holder.
So, yeah, that's super smart.
Yeah.
I have actually never even considered that.
Okay, let's move on to the salsa. Let's come over here. Salsa's very easy. We're gonna do a very simple salsa too. So I have limes, and now with limes, it's very important to get the right ripeness in a lime that's gonna have the most lime juice. You actually want something that has smoother skin and that has a more of a yellow color. It's a little counterintuitive. You're like, oh, yellow doesn't look bright green. This, if you can feel it too, it's gonna have more juice inside it than something like this. It's really bumpy. You don't want that. Bumpy and it's pretty hard. Not ideal. So if you even like squeeze, like feel so you want smooth skin and you want more of a yellow color.
Yellow I would not have thought of.
Yeah, it's actually more ripe that way, which again is kind of counterintuitive. But that is that. And then we have cilantro. We're gonna use like a whole head of that.
Have you ever meant to get cilantro and you accidentally get parsley, because they are always right next to each other and look exactly the same?
They look somewhat the same. They look a little different, you can tell, but I have messed that up, but not in a while, and I messed it up getting parsley instead of or getting cilantro instead of parsley, which is far worse. If you get parsley instead of cilantro, fine, but if you're putting cilantro into something that needs parsley, you're not going to be happy.
And there are also some people that have the cilantro aversion.
Yeah, I know. I've thankfully never experienced that. I feel bad for anyone that has that. Part of me thinks it's like mostly mental, but I don't.
They all say it tastes like dish soap, which is an odd.
Yeah, dish soap. Yeah, which would be terrible. So I'm going to save one tomato. We're going to dice that up.
Okay.
And then, do you like a charred salsa or do you like just a regular salsa? I mean, we can quickly. I don't want to put these in the oven. You can do a fire roasted salsa.
Oh. I think that the straight, kind of like raw.
Yeah, straight. I'm gonna. Do you like spice? I'm gonna char these up. I'm just gonna char jalapenos so they're kind of blackened. And that's not just because I want to use the blowtorch. It's because I do like at least the skin here to be nice and cracked and brown.
Oh wow.
So you want to give that pan a shake.
Sure.
But we won't go crazy. The tomatoes I won't touch. The onions I won't touch. Let's do the jalapeno quick here. And this is running out of gas, so we might only have one jalapeno that's charred here, guys. 1 second, Cheah. Keep stirring. Keep stirring, Cheah.
Let Cheah cook.
Something might be wrong with I refill this thing way too often. Avocado salsa, do you mean guacamole? I don't know if I've ever heard of avocado salsa. But it's kind of the same principle. Basic salsa, you have tomatoes, you want them a little firmer, you don't want a ton of juice because then it's gonna be super watery. Onion and jalapeno. You can throw garlic in there if you want. I prefer not to, and we're out of gas, so that's all we got for the char. Okay, how spicy do you like it?
I like it spicy.
Okay, we're leaving the seeds. We're gonna go a whole jalapeno seeds in. Ooh. We're gonna go 2 jalapeno seeds in. I need my blade in here. Uh-oh, nope. I might not have my blade.
Have you ever messed around with a jalapeno and then not washed your hands thoroughly enough?
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, my first job working in a kitchen, I was a prep cook. I almost just rubbed my eye with a jalapeno hand. Same mistakes. I was a prep cook at a local bar in my hometown, and I had to cut, I don't know, probably a huge one of these containers full of jalapenos or something. I wasn't wearing gloves, slicing. I go to the bathroom, and I come back and everything is burning, and it is not pleasant at all. All the other cooks were laughing, everyone was laughing. I touched my face, went to the bathroom, washed my hands, of course, but after the fact, it was not the sensation you want to be feeling. I guess it was kind of like putting icy hot where it doesn't belong. So yeah, I've been there, and once you make that mistake once, you never make it again. Never make it again. I see someone said mango salsa. I actually have a mango in here. Let's make mango salsa.
Okay.
Great call. Great call. This might be past its prime though. Let's check. Nope. We're gonna use a little slice of mango. That's a great call. And Cheah, I'll show you a little trick for mangoes. If you want to get the mango out of the peel the easiest way, take a glass. This Pepsi glass works perfect here. Right on the rim, and you press down.
Whoa.
And it scoops all that mango out. This mango's a little overripe, but that'll work. And it scoops all the mango out. And there you go. Cool. You're left with the easiest way to peel a mango, mess-free.
Asian people love mangoes.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know
If you
that.
go to a Chinese restaurant, a very traditional Chinese dessert is mango pudding.
Actually, I was
very good.
I was just in New York, and they served at Wu's Wonton King, one of my favorite restaurants in New York. Shout out Wu's. Very traditional Chinese, and at the end, you do get a nice mango pudding. And in Thailand, I guess too, mango sticky rice. Have you ever had that?
I have not.
One of my favorite desserts. It's Thai.
A dessert?
Yeah, it's mango sticky rice. It's like really sweet rice, mango flavored. India has a sweet rice too, like a pink rice, but the mango sticky rice, delicious. Okay, so we'll put that mango in there too. That's a good call. Whoever in the chat said mango, love it, love it. And then Cheah, if you want to put a little salt in there, I'm gonna start getting some limes.
Okay.
So with a lime too, just give it a good roll. Once you find the ripe one, roll it. Roll it.
Is that all right? 2 pinches?
Yeah, 2 pinches.
Okay.
That's perfect. And we can always adjust. We can always add some more.
I like the freshness of this. Already looks very good.
Yeah, it's going to be
3 colors.
It's salsas. Salsas are so easy to make, and like the difference between a homemade salsa and like a canned salsa is like it's significantly better. So it's really just if you have a blender or a food processor like this, it takes kind of no time at all. And if it's too spicy, you can always adjust. You can always see, I'm using the top of this as like just to get the most juice out possible. You can always adjust though. If it's too spicy, add some sugar. If it's not spicy enough, you can add another jalapeno. You can balance it out. But if it's ever too spicy, just add sweetness.
Okay.
So the mango is gonna help balance it out in there. And some more acidity, some more lime juice will help. Or if you're out of limes, you can use vinegar. Things like that.
Now, how often are you making quesadillas?
To be honest, Cheah, I don't know the last time. I don't know.
No?
I don't know the last time when I made a quesadilla. Maybe like it's a good late night snack.
Yep.
If I'm just trying to throw something together. Like I'm not always eating nice food. Honestly, like most of the time, like last night I ate pretty much gruel. I made Hank. I made Hank a meal prep. We did onions and peppers, like chicken fajitas, and I was left with kind of just like some slop, some beans. I put leftover rice in that, heated it up, and that was like my dinner. So sometimes I'm just eating. And after you've been cooking it all day and made a bunch of food, sometimes the last thing you want to do is cook more, and you're not as hungry. So I don't know. It changes. It really does. But the last time I made a quesadilla, I'm not sure, but I love them. And my parents, God bless them, they tried to cook. But quesadillas were always something we ate growing up because it was easy and quick, and the kids all like it. You can make a bunch. So, all right, that goes on that. And if you want to get this blended up, I will start with our quesadilla. So, very cool tool here, Cheah.
Oh,
I'm gonna plug this in.
Yep.
This is gonna attach right in here.
Okay.
that got plugged in. Excuse me. That can be plugged in right there. And I will start building our quesadilla. It's that easy. So chicken. Oh yep. Did that fall on the floor? Doesn't matter. No. We're done with it. We have to put cilantro in there too. I forgot, but
oh wait, in
just
here?
give it a blast. Yeah, give it a blitz.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Mango's giving it a great color.
Yeah, and now it's gonna get even better color. Let's pop the top off.
Okay.
Let's put the cilantro in because I did forget that.
Oop.
And I love cilantro, so I'm going with like basically the whole,
Yep, I like
the whole
cilantro.
head. Yeah. Okay, good. And if we need, see, we might need another tomato in there. Let's put a little bit more tomato.
Okay.
The ratio changes, but that looks good. And then turn this thing up to full. There's like a speed thing on here.
Oh, okay,
Go a couple clicks, go all the way up. All right. We're moving along here, guys. We're having a good time. We're moving along. We're cooking. What more can you ask for? There you go, Cheah. Yeah, like you mean it. There you go. All right, Kat, how we all doing? Hell yeah, mess for supper. There's no mess. There's no mess.
Do we want it like liquidy like this, or do we want it?
That I do like it. That looks good. I don't know. Take it out. Why don't you take it out? Get a spoon. Give it a try, and then we can adjust from there. If we want that looks great. Okay. Spoons are over here. Spoons are right in here.
Okay.
So while you're tasting that, I'm gonna get a pan, and we're gonna start melting butter here. And that's a good amount of butter. Well, you know. And then, how's that taste?
Very good.
Let's give
Very
it a try.
fresh. I love that.
Very fresh, yep. And then this will last. You put this, I mean, you can freeze it. It'll last months. Put it in the fridge. You know, it'll last for like a week.
Okay. How do you know when the salsa has gone bad?
Smell. Your sense of smell and taste is like the best thing. So if things start to smell sour or smell off, or there's like a film building around things, it's like, and I don't know. I'm pretty pro on just like trying something, and if it tastes a little off, you know, spit it out and move on. But there's a lot of acidity in here. So those tomatoes, so like the more acidic something is with the lime juice, the longer it can stay on the shelf, so to speak. And if it's in the cool fridge, you know. All right, so that's enough butter. And I'm gonna grab our cheese. I forgot to shred some cheese here. We have like a spiced pepper jack that I found that sounded quite nice. So we'll have to give this thing a quick shred. But that's no problem. Now, are you when you're doing cheeses?
Yep.
Are you a bag of pre-shredded? Pre-shredded?
Big time.
No, never shredding your own, or
No, I'm not like a big. I don't do well on graters, if I'm being honest.
really?
Yeah,
What is that? What does that mean?
Like,
what is that? Is that you like? You get
No,
caught,
I just feel like I'm always gonna cut myself. I think they're hard to clean.
they are okay.
So if I can avoid that, I am doing that. Plus,
All
they
right.
always got deals on the shredded cheese, 2 for $6.
Yeah, but Cheah, that's gonna taste better when you shred it yourself. And if you keep your knuckles out, I do agree with you though. Getting cut on one of these is probably like the most pain.
Yeah.
Cutting a knuckle off, not fun.
Yeah.
But as far as cleanup goes, I've said this on the show before. If you freeze your cheese for like 15 minutes before you shred it, it doesn't gunk up. It doesn't really clump up as much. The fat molecules shred a lot better. So the cleanup's easier. And then you just soak it in hot water, pop it in the dishwasher, and it should be good. So
Freeze for 15 minutes because it does get gunky and
it gets gunky, and that's the worst. So the biggest thing for me with a quesadilla too is to make sure you go edge to edge. You don't want spots without cheese. You want a little bit. It's kind of like a pizza, but I like to take it and have enough cheese in there to go around.
Okay.
I'm always on the more is better side when it comes to cheese. But back to like your question about if things are bad or not, especially with meat, you can really feel it. So if you have a piece of fish and you stick your finger in it, and that indentation holds and doesn't spring back, probably not great. Same with chicken. If it's like if it's lost its firmness, and it's kind of gone limp and smell too, like things will start to smell and you'll be able to tell. But things have a long, I don't know, it's not the best thing. If the shelf life has increased on a lot of things, so just using your sense of, and also the best buy date is not always like law. No. Like
I always go by that.
No, I mean the day it expires doesn't mean it's bad. Like give it a smell, give it a stir. It can last sometimes longer. They have to put that date on there, but it's not always, It's not the law. It's just, magically one day doesn't change how something is. I mean, if it's like weeks overboard, probably throw it away. But Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way.
Okay.
Salsa needed just a little bit more salt, so why don't you put a little bit more salt in there?
Okay. And then should I mix it up?
What's that?
Mix it up again?
Yeah, you can do one more mix. Now, do you like a diced tomato in your, do you like onion, or do you want to just cheese and chicken?
Diced tomato onion could be good. We also have the salsa, so I mean.
We have the salsa too. So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick diced tomato actually. I don't have an onion on me. And my back's to the camera. This is not great, but I'm gonna do this very fast here, guys, and I'll be right back. Cheah, you blend that up.
Alright.
All right, little diced tomato.
Oh yeah.
And that's not the prettiest dice, but you know what? It's fine. It's going inside. Okay, and then our chicken.
Cut it up after.
And chicken, we want to be pretty generous with the chicken here.
Yep.
And now shredded chicken, I like kind of like the best for a nacho or for but a diced chicken, you know, works too. But make sure every piece has some. And then we're gonna need a little bit more cheese. Yeah, that cheese is gonna melt all the way through. But I'm gonna do one thing. Here, I like a crunch. Do you like a crunch in yours?
Sure. This is
I have a
just
little
straight up potato
jalapeno,
chips?
yeah, jalapeno potato chips. Why don't
Okay.
you give it a little crunch, a little texture in there, Cheah?
So, crunch these up over it?
Yeah. Crunch them up over it, yeah. Let me see what else I have for cheese, because I actually, you know what, I have enough here. There you go. Yeah, that's nice, right? I don't know what the evil laugh was for, but it's good. Pepper jack, yeah, this is pepper jack. This is actually like a sriracha pepper jack, what it said. So it has some, it's basically pepper jack with a little bit of sriracha in it and a little bit of habanero pepper, but not crazy. It's
These are jalapeno chips. I gotta wash my hands.
Those are good chips, though. Those
are good chips.
That's my favorite kind of chip. All right, now we'll top this off, and we're gonna have to flip this. Let me just check the other side.
Answer me this. What is the kettle chips? What does that mean? What's a kettle
Just how
chip
it's
versus-
cooked. It's cooked in a big old barrel, big old kettle.
Okay.
Do you like kettle chips? I think the Cape Cod chips are actually my favorite.
God. Do you like the dark russet? Those are my favorite.
Are those the ones with some skin still on them? I don't know.
They're like brown. They almost look burned.
Okay, I don't know if I've had those in a while.
Okay.
Maybe if I saw them, I would. I don't know them off the name brand. But I like donkey chips. Those are my favorite tortilla chips.
Okay.
If you see them, they're like a big red packaging donkey chip.
Okay.
Goes great with a Pepsi too. I'll tell you that. Okay, now just kind of we're looking for color, and we're gonna flip this, and we're not gonna mess it up. Okay.
Brave. So how do you know when it's time to go?
Just based on the color of the other side there.
Okay.
And sometimes these pans, no, I'm not gonna blame the pan. So, but you can see the cheese is starting, once the cheese is fully melted,
Okay.
and we can give it,
And then do you butter this side too?
yeah, we're gonna stick some butter in the pan. So the easiest way for me to, I'm just gonna do it this way where you take a plate, flip it, and slide it back in. That's the cleanest. I mean, you could try to go for a flip.
Yeah, that's
or if you want,
risky.
you can do one tortilla and fold it over on itself. You just get less, you're gonna get less out of it that
Yeah.
way. So.
That's what I do for my kids because this is a
Yeah,
small.
yep. I just don't want
serving
this thing to
for it.
completely blacken. Okay, we're looking good. So. Boom.
Oh, that looks great.
So, and then we can do just a little wipe of the pan. And that, you know what, there's a little bit too much butter on that because it didn't all crispen up how I wanted. So on this one, we're gonna just do a hint of oil.
Okay.
And then we'll slide that back in, and
right.
that'll finish cooking
Looks good.
on that side. It does look good. You know, in the meantime, why don't you try a little piece of chicken. Tell me what you think of that.
This was with, what kind of oil did you use? Olive oil, avocado oil?
That's just just olive oil in there. Oh, we got a nice sound on that though.
Very good, very
Wow,
tender.
super chat. Big boy Roddy, big body Roddy, Donny. Are we ever getting a Chef X Die Trying crossover when you cook meals out of I would love to. Die Trying is my favorite thing I've ever done here at my time at Barstool. We're just looking for a sponsor. So if anyone's out there who wants to sponsor Die Trying, I would love to bring it back. We do a couple one-offs every now and then, but there's nothing more fun than that show. And if I can cook out of a hot air balloon and then jump out, who wouldn't want to do that? Yes, die trying. I'm working on it. I'm trying.
Have you ever done a hot air balloon?
No, never been in one. But I have a friend in Pennsylvania who has a farm, and he has a hot air balloon. Or he knows a guy that you can pay like, I don't know, I can't remember how much it costs. Not that expensive, and he'll take you up and you can jump. You can skydive out of it.
Oh, wow.
You can skydive out of his hot air, which I heard is a lot of fun, because when you're skydiving out of a plane, you're going this way, so you're getting a ton of wind in the face, and you jump out and you have this effect and then this effect. Out of a hot air balloon, there's no wind, so you're just straight down.
How many times have you skydived before?
Ooh, I think like I'm almost at 100, like 97, 96 jumps, I think.
What the
Something
hell?
like that. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's fun. And once you get your license and do it a lot, it's like 20 bucks a jump. It's like cheaper than playing a round of golf. So, die trying. I would love to bring it back. I would love to, if there's a way to cook for extreme athletes in their place of, you know, if it's a skier, go cook on the mountain.
Yeah.
And then go ski down some crazy, you know, terrain. If it's dirt bike, go dirt bike and cook. So we're trying to bring it back. Surfing, big wave surfing, cook on the beach. 2025, fingers crossed. And if out there, if any sponsors are out there, I'll give you a whole pitch. Just shoot me an email.
What are you going to do for your 100th jump? That's probably
They
gonna be
usually
pretty
do
soon,
pie
right?
in the face. You usually get pied when you land. The community, you do a pie, and then beer. Usually you have to buy like a case of beer for everyone at the drop zone too.
Okay.
So it's fun. It's a fun group of people that skydive.
Do you go to the same place a lot?
I've gone all over. So I got my license in Indiana, then I jumped a lot out in New York when we were living there. Florida, whenever I visit my parents, I'll go to Florida and jump out of Orlando or out of, there's a place called, why can't I think of it right now, Skydive Sebastian, beautiful place. You go right over the water and you jump out with the ocean in the background. So I try to do anywhere I like travel to, try to see if I can jump, or if I bring my I have a parachute, so I try to bring it. And, so maybe in New Orleans, if I go down for the Super Bowl, add an extra day and try to do something down there. But yeah, it's fun. If you ever want to go, let me know. We can go in Chicago this summer. Let's take a look at this.
Good question from Noah Littmer. How much should I spend on a food processor?
Look, I'll say this about kitchen equipment. I would go for quality over cheapness, because it will, like good pans, good food processor, a good blender will last you. I've had the same pan in my apartment for, I don't know, seven or 8 years. Like, if you take good care of it, good kitchen equipment is worth investing into. Good knives, all that it will last. You can buy cheaper. You're just gonna have to keep rebuying it. Thoughts on Gruden cutting in raw chicken on the? Look, Gruden, the fact that he had the book and he made a recipe and he brought his book to the grocery store was very electric. There's some things we have to fix, but he'll be back. We filmed a What's for Lunch that's gonna come out. Not this week, but the next Wednesday. So just the fact that he's in the kitchen trying, big ups to Gruden. We got to tweak some things, but you know he's giving it his all, and that's what I like to see. He's got the effort. All right, Cheah, that's done. That is done. I don't think we've ever had super chats before. That's quite nice of you guys.
Ooh,
oh, Cheah, look at that.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Looks excellent.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, great. It's a great looking quesadilla.
Nice and crispy.
All right, let me just get a fresh board. We can cut this thing on and then we'll eat it. Yeah, nice and crisp. All right, and we got our salsa there. Why don't you want to put some of our salsa?
What's that?
Put some of the salsa in here. Make it, make it look presentable here. Yeah, getting Gruden back in the kitchen though. We've already been talking about some more ways, but he's electric. So I'm very excited that he's here at Barstool. It's a great addition. Salmonella got me feeling. I don't think he got salmonella. Come on now, no, don't put that out there in the universe. We don't need to hear that. I'm gonna put it right on the cutting board. All right, and then this is the best part. You let it cool down. It's a good crisp, Cheah.
It's a good crisp.
It's a good crisp. Oh yeah. Yeah. What do you think? One more slice, or you think we leave?
Let's make it into eighths. Yes.
Make it into eighths. Okay.
Slice. Yeah.
I like that. Good call. Good call.
Looks good. Just like a little pizza pie.
Beautiful. You know, and then what we can do here, kind of pull it out a little bit. And in the center,
Oh,
salsa.
very nice.
And, of course, to finish off, beautiful presentation, a couple of these. Keeps it all together.
Love it.
And there you guys go. We have chicken quesadilla with Steve and Cheah and a homemade, quick and easy salsa. Pretty good.
It looks great. It looks great.
Nothing left to do. I'm gonna crack myself a Pepsi Zero Sugar. I'll get you one here as well. Yeah. I have one already cracked. But guys, remember, every crave-worthy bite tastes better with Pepsi. There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Now we just gotta dig in. I'm gonna go a little salsa, spoon a little salsa on that.
All right.
Very rude of me. I should have waited. I did.
You're good.
I didn't even wait for my guest. That's my bad. Really good though. Really good.
The heat of the salsa with the jalapenos, leaving the seeds in is a good idea.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a nice little kick in there.
The mango is refreshing.
Yep, the mango is great. Great call, whoever suggested mango. I'm glad you said that. Sour cream. Why don't you know what, Mike? Let's do a little sour cream. Good call, Mike. Good call, Mike. The chat's on point today. The chat really is everything I forget, you guys remember. So thank you very much. Great stream, guys. We will see you on the next one. I'm pretty sure we have one next week, but I don't actually know. So I'm gonna do a little dollop of sour cream.
I'm gonna be honest, I was a little bit worried when you did the mango, because I usually don't like mango salsa. I like mangoes, but having it fresh in this makes so much difference.
Yeah, really good. It really pops. No, that was fun. You know what? Something like simple like this, a chicken quesadilla. Tastes great. Thank you for suggesting that, because I would never have thought to make a quesadilla, and that's great. And you have the simple salsa, so this is a nice one to throw together. This is a great late night snack too.
Yeah.
You know, you have a late night out, you've been at the bar, you've been wherever, you've been watching football all day. Make yourself a quesadilla. You'll have a great night after that. I guarantee it. Guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. We will see you next time on the live stream. Thank you, chat. Thank you, boys. Thank you, girls. See you next time.